Hi everybody, this is Sarah with Rocky Mountain School of Photography, and today I want to talk to you about a cool new software called Imagen AI. Please note this is a sponsored video, and if you follow the link in the description, you can get 1,500 free edits with the software. It's a really smooth and understandable software that offers photographers the opportunity to harness the power of AI to edit their photos for them. Basically, the way that it works is you can train it based on your own editing style. You can upload a preset of your own editing style, or you can even adopt the editing style of some of their popular users. Specifically, I want to focus on why it's different from just using your own presets, because many of us photographers are super used to that process of creating presets or borrowing presets from other photographers, buying presets, and that is a big part of our workflow, especially for people who are working in the wedding and portrait sphere. Really, it's going to shine for those who want to streamline the editing process of a huge batch of images as quickly as possible. So, speaking to those people, wedding and portrait photographers, you all know that you spend hours and hours editing. Even if you master and perfect your own preset and you're using it on every single image for your entire wedding, over and over and over on every wedding, you're going to find that you're still spending time on each individual image, cropping it, straightening it, finessing any masks, doing minute changes to each photo to make each image look its best. Imagen AI offers you something different. Imagen AI will essentially apply a preset of sorts to your imagery, but it will also take into account the unique differences in every single exposure, and it won't just blanket apply settings. It will actually look at each photo individually and make some of those minute changes for you. And on top of that, it also will crop and straighten specific to that specific scene so that your image looks its best. You can even have it auto mask out your subject and do minute edits there. Imagen AI is currently only available to Lightroom Classic users, which is perfectly applicable to most high-volume shooters. And again, what it really provides that's really nice is that there's no magic happening. I mean, it is kind of magical, but it's using the sliders in Lightroom's Develop module, and it's not doing anything fancy. You can see what it did after it's done it, which is really nice. And you can continue to edit your work even after it's applied its profile. So let's look at it. Let's walk through the options that it gives you. First off, I want to mention how this interface works. Essentially, Imagen AI is a free downloadable software at the time. You just have to start a subscription if you want to edit more than 1,000 photos with the software. So when you open up Imagen AI, you have a few options here. You will see a tab for AI profiles, and you'll see a tab for projects. And essentially what you're looking at here is your AI profiles are the styles of editing that you have to choose from in the software. And there are a couple of different ways that you can go about creating those profiles. So one way that you can actually train one of these profiles is by uploading 3,000 of your own edited images. And essentially, the AI looks at every single image and understands what you were going for globally according to all of those images. So trying to recreate your editing style for you from this vast number of images that hopefully are demonstrating how your editing style looks in different lighting scenarios. So that's a really detailed way to create a profile, right? It's going to be specific to you as a photographer because it relies on your past edits. Plus, one thing that's really cool about this specific option is after you've hit that 3,000 image mark and you've trained the profile, you can continue to finesse it and add more images. And it will continue to train the profile or to train the AI to make that profile as accurate to your style as it can be. However, if you don't have 3,000 photos that you feel like are strong and edited accurately to you, for instance, if you're not a wedding or sports photographer, this might not be the easiest option for you. The second option we have with Imagen AI is we can actually use one of our presets that we already operate with inside of Lightroom Classic, and we can just upload that to Imagen AI, and it will look at that and use that as a baseline for how it will edit your imagery. So that's a super easy place to start because many of us have presets that we use automatically, right? So you just train your AI profile based on that preset and you're off and rolling. So you don't need 3,000 photos with that, which is kind of nice. And I would probably recommend that method for most people unless you have been shooting and have a consistent editing style and you could upload those 3,000 images. In addition, the third option you have with Imagen AI is you can actually go into what's called their Talent AI profiles. And what these are is a set of profiles that have been created by some famous photographers who are sharing this with Imagen AI clients. So it's pretty cool. One thing that I really like about this is you can actually pull up a set of images edited by the profile that these photographers created. So you can compare them side by side. And that's kind of a fun visual to understand some of the differences in their work and maybe lead you to choose which one might suit you best. Once you've uploaded your imagery or you've chosen your profile, you apply it to whichever folder you want it to edit for you, and then you give it a minute, and then it walks through the process of editing those photos for you. Once it's done, you will actually receive an email, which is kind of nice, that says, hey, your photos are done. You can come back and you can look at them. And then you check out the edits and you see if they're exactly what you were looking for. You can make adjustments from there and you can continue to train the profile over time. So you can see here, I'm looking through a project that actually has already been used in Imagen AI. I used one of their default AI profiles for this set. And in this set, you'll see if I mouse through the photos, it's actually showing me every photo has been edited just slightly differently. There's different numbers on each set of these sliders, and each one has been cropped and straightened individually, which is really, really amazing, right? I didn't have to look at them. I didn't have to make those decisions. The AI did it for me. So one thing that's really great, regardless of the system you use to create your profile, is you always have adjustability to your images after the fact. You'll see them in Lightroom. It didn't do any magic. You're just seeing the sliders moved within the develop module, and you can move them however you'd like to adjust it and make it look its best. You will also be able to retrain the AI system from Imagen AI with the adjustments you made to that set of photos. So it will continually learn from you over time. So really what I see as the greatest value of this software is that it offers the ability for photographers to be more hands-off with their editing and yet still have it essentially edited by them, right? It takes into account your specific style and it tries to achieve it without you having to set foot in the develop module if you don't want to. And that is pretty powerful. All in all, Imagen AI offers photographers a huge time savings, which will be super appealing for anyone shooting a high volume of work. If you've used Imagen AI, feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. So thanks for watching. Reminder, if you follow the link in the description, you can get 1,500 free edits with Imagen AI.